Hey guys, so today what I really wanted to speak about is the different types of dreads that you get. Believe it or not, you do get different types of dreads. Well, most of you can probably see that like dreads come in all different shapes and sizes, but you probably did not know that different dreads are called different things. So the first type I'm going to talk about is your traditional dreads. So the first type basically under the traditional dreads are freeform locks. So freeform locks are really, that's the way you keep, it's basically like keeping your hair in its most organic, most natural state. You'll twist once maybe, then after that you literally just leave your hair to grow as it pleases without any sort of manipulation. The only thing you do when you have freeform locks is you just wash your hair and you'll really just maybe put oil in it, but otherwise with freeform locks it's literally freeform. You can hear from the name that you just leave your hair to be free and to naturally just grow and do what it does. And then the second type is semi-freeform locks. So semi-freeform, like the name sounds, it's there's similarities with the freeform locks, but there is a bit of manipulation, meaning that if you do have these type of dreads, you will twist your hair once in a while. So semi-freeform locks, it's still called freeform because you will twist your hair once in a few months, so that way your hair still sort of naturally grows itself, but there's still sort of that manual manipulation. But yeah. The third type of traditional dreads that you have are like mine, and these are manipulated locks. I know that these names sound very like weird, especially considering the fact that like dreads are such like, they're like one of the most natural ways to keep your hair because we hardly use chemicals that everyone else does. But yeah, anyway, manipulated dreads. So manipulated dreads are dreads that get twisted more often than all the other ones. So they get twisted, you'd obviously all of them, you wash your hair in all of them, but you get twisted, you put products in your hair. So I'm just gonna speak about like my hair, for example. Like I put products in my hair, I twist my hair regularly. So obviously out of all three, having manipulated dreads would be the most expensive, obviously, because you have to do your hair more frequently and you obviously have to buy more products. So it's obviously the most expensive. But then the second most expensive would obviously be your semi-freeform because you would be twisting like once in a while. And then your freeform locks, like you are spending close to nothing because literally you are just washing your hair and putting like oils, natural oils in your hair like once in a while. Or maybe they do it often, I guess it depends. So really, if you think of freeform locks, you're thinking your Bob Marley, he's someone with freeform locks. If you're thinking your semi-freeform locks, I will put a picture up here of what like semi-freeform locks looks like, because I think people might struggle just to see the difference between the two. But obviously semi-freeform locks is more controlled. You can see more of the parting. So I guess that's another big difference between all the three, is that obviously manipulated dreads, you can definitely see the parting, you can definitely see the lines, the different lines and whatever, whereas freeform locks, like your hair does what it wants. If it doesn't want a line to be there, it's like I don't want a line to be there. But some people with freeform locks will still like separate their hair, but yeah, the ones who like really separators like us with the manipulated locks. So another type of locks that you get are sister locks. Sister locks are really thin locks, and if you want to get sister locks done, you'd actually have to get a professional sister locker, or a professional, let me not call them a sister locker.
A professional sister locker.
Okay, if you want to get sister locks, so sister locks are very thin, so they're about half the size of traditional locks, like, yeah, legit half the size of my locks. They're very thin, and obviously that person looks like they have more hair because their hair is so thin. And then you would want to get a certified sister lock consultant if you'd want to start sister locks. Because sister locks are so thin, you'd want to ensure that you start with a professional consultant, because you have a high risk of breakage and balding if it's not started correctly. So you want to make sure that you definitely start with a professional sister lock consultant. It's fifth. This is the fifth actually. So the fifth type of dreads that you get are really braided dreads. So with braided dreads, it's when people really start their dreads in the form of a braid and they let it just grow, I guess, and they carry on twisting it. So the problem, I guess, with that is that it could take a while for the actual braid pattern to go away. But I guess, if people prefer to do it like that, then I guess I just prefer to do it like that, but that's another dread type. So I've told you about the 5 dreads, and I'll go over them again. So you have your freeform locks, you have your semi-freeform locks, you have your manipulated locks, those like my hair, and then you have your sister locks, which are really thin, half the size of my dreads, and then you have your braided locks. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, or I hope you found this video interesting. I found it interesting doing my research about the different types of dreads. Yeah, so I hope you guys found it interesting too, and thanks for locking into my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching.